This is the Dodgers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, that sucked. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. And you never like to see those kind of losses. That is an embarrassing loss, one that they let get away. And to claw your way all the way back and then do that, giving up home runs in the 8th and the 9th. That's frustrating, man alive. I mean, we could sit here and how many different things in this game can you go, well, that cost them, and that cost them, and that was bad, and that cost them, and that shouldn't have happened. And I mean, look, the Cubs, here's what's frustrating to me about this game. When you fall down the way the Dodgers did twice, they started with a 3-0 first inning. So that's nice. Good start, right? I didn't think they were going to win the game 3-0. But when the Cubs responded with 5 in the bottom of the first, and it's 5-3, and then you answer back 5-4, you're like, okay, it's going to be a ball game. At that point, we're like, all right, it's going to go back and forth. But then the Cubs jump back out, battering Dustin May, worst outing of his career, giving up the most runs he's ever given up with 7. And then the Dodgers bust out in the 7th with 5 runs to grab a fairly comfortable lead at that point of 3 runs. You know, Vesia is coming in and Tanner Scott is coming in. You know, they made bad pitches. I feel like the slider that Vesia threw to Tucker for the 2-run home run to make it 10-9, that pitch is questionable. I don't know that it was a bad pitch. But Tanner Scott's fastball up to Amaya, what the hell was that? It's just stupid. I mean, look at the other guy, Hodge. He got that sweeper working. All we need, okay, look, it's not all we need, but in the 10th inning, if Max Muncy can hit a fly ball, 10-9, you know, different ball game. But sweeper. And Muncy's not even close. I don't know how to feel about that at bat. I'm frustrated because all I needed to do was hit a fly ball. And Max Muncy's struggling. It's getting a little better, but not much. Still well under 200 with the batting average, 180 something, or maybe it dropped into the 170s for him. Yeah, 181. All he's got to do is hit a fly ball there, 10-9. You don't win the game there, but different outcome. We're still playing right now, more than likely. But Hodge just relies on the sweeper. You know, that's an unhittable pitch. They're all balls, but they look like strikes. So I feel like, come on, Muncy, like you saw it 3 times in a row. Don't you wake up at some point and go, okay, here's that pitch again. No, I mean, it's a wicked pitch. Let's not overstate the fact that that's a wicked pitch. I don't want to bury the lead with regard to how Hodge pitched there in the 9th. He was on fire, had it working, made it hard for the Dodgers. I mean, if you don't score in extras these days, you pretty much lose. Pretty much. I don't know what the stats are on that, but I have to imagine it is not good. Yes, John Lena. That sucks so bad to lose like that. Absolutely. Brutal. I mean, brutal. to put up 10 runs and then lose because you're a bullpen, which is fantastic. Couldn't get the job done. I don't know. I'm beside myself, really. Claw your way back. Home runs. And Ohtani wasn't doing anything. Mookie Betts over. So your top 2 guys in the lineup, 2 of your 4 best hitters over. Ohtani's like 2 for his last 14. He's ice cold right now. Batting average at 264. Mookie Betts, 231. Both of those guys are struggling. Teo found it today, 2 for 5. Freddie almost had 2 home runs. The wind was not blowing late in the game. So hit it to the deepest part of the park, right up against the wall, which would have been fantastic to have that ball go out. But struck out twice, 2 RBI, 1 hit, and that nice piece of hitting down the third baseline in that big 7th inning. And Andy Pajas had a fantastic day. Another guy he is such an enigma. I don't know how to feel about this guy. I look at him and go, his hitting is not good. It's so one-dimensional. But I say, he's hitting home runs. If it's a pitch down the middle or down and in, he's a dead pull hitter and he can hit it out of the park. But today, got to give credit where credit is due. He did hit one up the middle. I'm going to say it again for those of you who didn't quite hear me. Andy Pajas had a base hit up the middle. So let's give him some credit. Maybe he's starting to develop a little bit of a inside out swing where he can take the ball middle to the right side. I don't know. The ball he hit to left field was absolutely launched. He has that swing figured out. The problem is it's not very repetitive. I mean, it's repetitive, but the ability to produce like that on a regular basis, it's not reliable. It is just not enough. It's not high enough. So, and he's got the fantastic arm, but his defense is suspect. His glove, he had an error in this game. And he threw that guy out at home plate with a 97-mile-an-hour laser from left field, but he bobbled the ball. I mean, that says how good his arm is. So it's like, how do you feel about Andy Pajas? Oh, you love him. You're frustrated. You wish you could get more from him. It's just all over the place, really. But a good game all in all today. Ohtani 0 for 10 against Imanaga. God, we could use something from him today. I look at this game and I go, how in the hell do you let that one get away? How?
This is what you'll be talking about.
Tomorrow with your work buddies. Can you believe the Dodgers scored 10 and lost? Frickin' Cubs. Frickin' Cubbies. Oh, it's hard to hate the Cubbies because they're the Cubbies. I mean, I lived in the Chicago land area for a year and have been to many Cubby games, been to Wrigley a handful of times. It's great. It's a great experience. That's why nobody cares if they're any good ever, because going to Wrigley is awesome. And it's really hard to hate the Cubbies, right? Unless you're a Cardinals fan. That's really the only people that hate the Cubs. Even White Sox fans are like, it's fine. We're Cub fans. Cool. So when you lose to the Cubs, you're kind of like, it's Cubs. It's not like losing to the Phillies or something. But this team is pushing us around lately. After those first 2 wins in Japan, they won 2 of 3 in LA. And then today, and tomorrow, fortunately, is the last time we meet them all season, because they can put up some runs. Damn it. I just geez, 17 hits, BC. Can you believe that? Dodgers had 9. Oh, yeah, they were just yakking the ball all over the yard. So I'm kind of like, I know it's April and we shouldn't be upset right at this point. And the Dodgers still have, I don't know if it's tied for the best record in baseball, but it's up there. They might be a game behind the best record in baseball after the loss. They're playing fine, but these slumps, and again, it's baseball, it's going to happen. But I feel like we have too many slumps going on right now. And this pitching staff, here's probably my biggest concern. I'll tell you after the break. I'll tell you what I'm most worried about after our break. Dodgers fall in 11-10 after being down 7-4. They put up 7 in the 7th. Sorry, 5 in the 7th to lead 10-7 and didn't make it stand up. Left the barn door open, wet the bed. Dodgers lose. We'll take the break and come back. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. Don't forget to check out Jeff and Vince Monday through Friday, breaking down what is going on in the Dodgers world a little bit more in depth than we do here on the postcast. They go 30-35. We do 15-20. So we give you instant reaction. They break it down for you. So make sure you check them out. Jeff and Vince on the Locked On Dodgers postcast. Tonight's episode of the Locked On Dodgers Postcast brought to you by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are here, as are the NHL playoffs, the Stanley Cup playoffs. And FanDuel is giving new customers an incredible way to get in on the action. Right now, when you join FanDuel and place your first $5 bet, that bet wins, you'll get $250 in bonus bets. They have player props all over the place, three-pointer, steals, assists, all sort of goals against. You can come up with any sort of interesting, fun combination on FanDuel and makes every game a little bit more interesting. So check it out. Don't miss out. Head to FanDuel.com and claim your $250 in bonus bets today. Well, the Dodgers let one slip away, 11-10. And here's what I am most worried about with this team right now. The utilization of the bullpen. The Dodgers have the most utilized bullpen in baseball. Usually their record prior to tonight, if they get 5 innings out of the starter, which they did, Dustin May went 5. They're 9-1 if the bullpen pitches 4 or more. So it's been pretty good, right? But the more you use them, the more worn out they're going to get. And that's what worries me. And tomorrow is a bullpen day. That's a problem. I mean, I that's a chalk it up to a loss. I mean, let's just say it now. The Dodgers are probably going to lose tomorrow. They've already phoned in that loss, and they're already on the plane heading home. They're off again on Thursday. So smelling the barn. Yeah, just count that as a loss. And they head home to play Pittsburgh, who is a sub 500 team. So that's where they're looking tomorrow. So I'm not feeling good about the way that game is going to turn out either. And this overutilization of the bullpen is just not what the Dodgers need right now.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Well, I'm not going to give it to a Cub. You could pick out a whole bunch of them, but I got to give it to Tommy Edman tonight. He continues to just eat up the Cubbies, although it didn't prove to be worthy of a victory. 4 RBI today for Tommy Edman, 2 hits, home run, his 8th of the season, just absolutely on fire against the Cubs. So Tommy Edman, player of the game. Dustin May, his worst outing. But here's where we give Dustin May a little bit of credit. Like, it's not all bad, although the stats will say that there wasn't much good there because he gave up 7 runs, the most that he's given up in his professional career. 10 hits, had 5 Ks, and 3 walks, only 1 home run. Here's where I look at Dustin May's performance and I say, kudos, Ginger Guard. 5 Ks, but after an ugly first inning, when he gave up 5 of those 7, 28 pitches, he settled down real nice. 21 pitches, 7 pitches, 14 pitches. So the second, third, and fourth were nice outing, nice settle down, got it back under control. Gave up 2 more, on a home run in the 5th. Pete Crow Armstrong, homer to right. That was a bomb, 398 feet. So a bad pitch, just, not a good pitch. Up in the zone. It's like, I know sometimes you got to keep them guessing and mix it up, but I don't. When's the last time we saw something good from a fastball up? I can remember tonight they struck out Justin Turner, with a fastball up. Vesia did, but it's Justin Turner. Love him. My daughter's favorite player. Great guy. Fantastic Dodger career. Nothing bad to say about Justin Turner, but he's not the Justin Turner that we know. He's a different Justin Turner. So yeah, just to let that many home runs go by the wayside and that offensive performance, which I thought was fantastic. Compared to the Cubbies, though, it pales in comparison. 17 hits. How many home runs did they hit? Tucker, his 7th. Amaya had, he had the game tying one on a fastball up. His 2nd, hit the other one against the Dodgers. Crow Armstrong, his 4th. So they hit 3 and we hit 3. Will Smith hit a bomb. He had a fantastic night as well. That was his third homer of the season. Edman is eighth, as we said. Pages is third, launched to left field because that's his sweet spot. And that would be it. So 3 home runs apiece. But Ohtani did nothing. Mookie did nothing. And what was I going to tell you about? Teoscar hit the ball hard. That was nice to see. I lost my train of thought. I had a point about someone's at bat that was a fantastic at bat. Will Smith. Yeah. With runners in scoring position, this number is unbelievable. It just doesn't sound real. His with runners in scoring position is 11 of 14. Man alive, is that just unbelievable? It's remarkable. Hopefully he can keep that up. We know he won't, but after that home run, it was an RBI double, which was another line drive from him. That made it 10-7, and he's 11 of 14 with runners in scoring position. He had 2 hits and 2 RBI, but it was a fantastic game, even though the Dodgers lost, and that's not what we're looking for. Fun 7th inning, head scratcher from Pages in the top, or the maybe it's the bottom of the 6th, error, bobble, guns the guy at home, singles to center, 2 on, no outs. Mookie walked. Teo pokes that one down the third baseline. Error from the third baseman Workman. Run score 7-6. Freddie first pitch swinging. He has a batting average above 500 on the first pitch. 2 RBI, a double down the line, third baseline. That made it 8-7. Edman sack fly 9-7, and then Will Smith the double 10-7, which I thought would be enough, but Kyle Tucker homers on Vesia to make it 10-9. Kirby Yates, nice outing off of the surrendering of the walk-off home run to Adolis Garcia in Texas. He came out and struck out Swanson to preserve the lead. He was fired up about that. And then in the 9th, Amaya homers off Tanner Scott, fastball up, just bad pitch, bad location. And then Max Muncy can't get the sack fly in the air to give the Dodgers an opportunity at winning. And because here's the difference. If Muncy hits that sack fly and it's 10-9, I tell you who we do not meet and see one pitch from: Noah Davis. What a horrible start to his career. Hey, Noah, here you go. Welcome to the bigs. Run him out there with a runner on second in a tie ball game in extra innings. One pitch, bang, base hit to right field, run scores, game over. That is called indoctrination, baptismal by fire. Yeah, if the Dodgers are up 10-9, it's not going to be Noah Davis. They are not Jack Dreyer, potentially Evan Phillips. Somebody else comes in to lock it down and win the game. So, just things did not roll their way. Unfortunate turn of events. And it is, you could put this on a bunch of different people. I'm not going to select one. There's a lot of people that did not live up to their expectations tonight. A lot of them. And consequently, the Dodgers lost, and now we're all frustrated and ticked off. But hopefully, after our little 18 minutes of venting here, we all feel a little better. Surprised we haven't seen Nando with Fire Roberts, which is kind of surprising after a loss like this. I'm surprised that it's not Dave Roberts' fault to a lot of you. So No Name says, laughing my ass off, great game, choke job, must be a Cubbies fan. But the bottom line is the Dodgers couldn't get it done, and that's going to happen. So let's call it a night. Let's go watch the end of the Laker game and see what's happening over there. Angels are getting beat by the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Lakers are trying to tie the game or series up against the T-Wolves. They have a nice, comfortable 15-point advantage at the half. I will see you guys on Friday because I will not be here tomorrow because I'm going to the Kings game. How about that game last night? I don't know if any of you guys are hockey fans. I know some of you are. BC is. Craig is. So fantastic game last night. Kings had a 4-0 lead and then a 5-1 lead, and the Oilers rallied to tie it at 5. And then Philip Deneau in the final minute of the game beat Skinner to give the Kings a 6-5 win. And Kings fans say, suck on that, Edmonton. That was fantastic. So I'll be there tomorrow night watching that game just as a fan. I'm not even working. I'm just going as a fan. I have a buddy who has season tickets, and I was lucky enough to get the call. So I am going to pass on a bullpen game that is a phone it in and chalk it up as a loss because they're on their way home for a day off and getting ready to face the Pirates on Friday. So I'll talk to you guys after that. But Thursday night, we got Clippers Nuggets game 3 from Intuit Dome. Series tied at 1. I'll be on Locked On Sports LA to break that down for you when it is over. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the comments. Take care. It's going to be fine. Don't worry. Everything's okay. Take care. Have a good night. We'll talk on Friday.